What's up, everybody? I'm Peanut Tillman, and this is the NFL Players Second Acts podcast. With me, as always, my trusty co-host, Roman Eastside Golf Harper.
Yeah, swinging the sticks, baby.
Swinging the sticks. Hey, man, we're here. Media Row, San Francisco, Super Bowl 60. I'm excited about our next guest. He was in the division when we went to Carolina, played him a few times. One of Atlanta's most decorated quarterbacks. Now he's Mr. President. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the pod, Matt
Ryan.
Oh, I'm okay. My bad.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's all good.
Matt. Yeah, all right. Yeah, that's cool. Whatever. That works.
Okay, good.
Matt Ryan. Cool. I'm sorry. Matt Ryan, welcome to the pod.
Yeah, I feel like it rolls off the tongue. Like most people just call me Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
Like it's like one word. You know what I mean?
That is actually a great point. That's how we always refer to you. I got to play you from the moment you got into the NFL.
Sure did.
A lot.
Yes.
And so the people want to know, do we still have a rivalry? I don't know if I can answer that. I never disliked Matt Ryan.
I didn't either.
Matt Ryan was on a team that, we played each other a lot more and had a lot more emotional battles. I had a lot of penalties and raw things versus this team. So, I understand it all.
That's what you want, though. You want to be a part of rivalries like that.
Yeah, and it's amazing. Like, the city of New Orleans didn't like the city of Atlanta. No. Atlanta, as a city, did like New Orleans. And so it just kind of built upon all of those things.
It's like Green Bay,
I was always a big fan of yours and everything that you were able to accomplish and do. It was other players on your team that I really had disdain for, and I think it built up for all of that, and it just kind of fed into more. And so whoever won that game, depending on when it was that year, always meant a lot.
Yeah, I never had a run-in with you, but I was never in the secondary talking trash.
Right.
I'd stay in my spot. Some of those other guys might have been a little closer in contact with you.
And the
is
mouth
what you're
was
trying
running.
to say.
Yes.
I get it.
And their mouth was running.
That's okay.
You know that. So
that's the way it should be.
Yes.
That's the way it should be. And that, honestly, that's what makes it when you stay in a place for a long time and you play against players that are in that other place for a long. That's what makes it so fun. You said it, Green Bay, Chicago, right? You got certain relationships that, you've gone against somebody for so long. You've got this mutual respect because you know what they're about. You know they're tough. You know they're physical. You know they play hard. You know they do things the right way, but you want to beat them. And I think that's the part that's so much fun.
Do you ever remember a game or the one of the bigger games or whatever that was so satisfying to have a victory versus the Saints in that rivalry matchup?
I remember, I think it was maybe 2010. So you guys won the Super Bowl in 2009.
Mm-hmm.
We went down there in 2010. We played you guys. It was early in the season, maybe like week 3 or week 4. And we went into overtime, and we ended up winning that game in overtime. And I was a young player. I was like a third-year player. Drew Brees on the other side. You guys in the defense, coming off a Super Bowl championship. We had a good team that year, and it was like, okay, if we're going to get over the hump, right? This was a team that we got to go beat, and we did it. We won down there, and I remember that springboarded us in that season. We ended up being, I think in 2010, we were the 1 seed in the NFC, but that was a win for us. That was like a milestone win.
Right.
If you're going to be the best, you got to go beat the best in the NFC, and you guys were the previous year.
Man.
I got to give you your flowers. I didn't like going against you. You had great receivers.
Yes.
You had a great tight ball. You could put it anywhere on the field. I really didn't like going against you just because you were so damn good.
Well, thank you. You're nice to say that. I didn't like going against either of you. I got to be honest. Like, you ball hawks in the secondary, guys that could turn it over. But I always felt like my game was I was going to get it out of my hand quick, try and not let that D-line get home and put it in a good spot. And I had great players around me, which was awesome. But I actually saw Brian Urlacher walking around
with hair.
Yeah, I know.
With hair, that's a big difference.
It is. Yes. I'm starting to get used to it, though. Are you?
I'm still not used to it.
You're still not used to it?
No, I'm still not used to it.
You saw it more on the day-to-day.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like he was in the helmet mostly when I saw him, so I'm used to it. But he looks good. The hair looks good. I wasn't planning on going there. But I remember playing maybe I forget what year it was, season opener up there. It might have been 2010. I can't remember what year it was, 2010 or 11. We played an opener up there, and Lack picked me off.
Was Michael Turner?
Michael Turner was our back.
Yeah, I remember now. It's like, oh, yeah. I remember
it was sometime around then. I can't remember what year it was.
Hot.
It was hot. We were running a keeper. I was on there. I had a low cross. I had somebody running a low cross, and I let it go, and I was like, oh, that's a completion. Lack full extension this thing, interception. And I hated your guys' defense, by the way. I hated your guys' defense. I hated both of your guys' defense. But he was a good player, man. But I did see him walking around with that hair today. He looked good.
The biggest thing is when I played against you, I hated Michael Turner.
Yeah.
Because he was so low to the ground. He
busted my lip.
Oh, my gosh.
Dude,
he ran me over.
Yeah. So I tell people all the time how impressive he was. And then when we always as a defense wanted to, because your play action game was show your back.
Yep.
So we wanted to do a different picture.
Yeah.
By the time you showed your back and looked at, we wanted to be something different than what he saw previously. Yep. So it was just great matchups.
It was a great matchup, and you guys did a good job of kind of changing that picture pre-snap, post-snap. That was a grind of a week for me of like, okay, you think it's going to be this, we're going to show, shrink, sell, turn around, and then I'm hoping it's what I thought. Oh, it's not, you know, and go check it down. You guys were different.
Yeah.
You guys were different in that it was like, I kind of know what we're going to get. That makes it difficult too. You know, there's challenges in both. And you guys are so disciplined and detailed in what you do. So you knew the shots you were going to get, but you also knew the weaknesses you guys had and kind of bait you. And so it stressed you in different ways as a quarterback.
All right, I want to talk about this.
No, you go for it.
Okay, good. I want to talk about this whirlwind that you've been in recently, all right? You get hired as your new role, and you have to hire a head coach and a GM.
Yeah.
Like, you're being a part of that. What was that like? This is probably your first experience in most of this.
100%.
Okay, good.
You know, I'm doing like
I don't want to assume.
No, I had never hired anybody in my life.
Okay,
right?
good. That's
so,
what I
like a financial advisor, agent, like I've done that.
Same.
But that was about it. And so very different experience. I was lucky, you know, really good group, committee, search committee, whatever you want to call it, really good group that we had that was a part of that really helped me through that process. But I think you lean on, you know, and I would say this, you guys would be excellent in this department too. You lean on what your experiences were and the good coaches that you were around, and what were the qualities that made those coaches you were around really special and different. And for me, it was the ability to communicate clearly and concisely and directly. The best coaches I was around had the ability to let you know what your role, your responsibility was, and to be able to do that in a concise and clear manner.
Yeah.
But then also, you know, the ability to organize, to bring people together, to connect on top of that. And we felt like Kevin was really strong in that department. The GM side was a little bit different because, you know, I think people expect as players, you've got a lot of like interaction with that department.
I agree. And it's like, well, what are you going for? Are you going for the guy that's like the best scout? Or I'm going for the guy that's like the money guy.
Yeah.
Right? Or am I going for the guy? Because, you know, it's salary cap things. It's different ways to be a GM, or your main focus.
Yeah,
right?
I think the immediate thing for all of us as players is like, just get good players, man. Just the whole team should be good players.
Yeah.
They're like, well, it's not that easy, man. Like it's a little more difficult. It's a little more complicated than that. But there's a lot of different routes you can go. You talked about it, whether that's, all right, who's the best talent evaluator? Who's the best scout? Well, that's who's the best pro scout? Who's the best college evaluator?
Yes.
How does that marry up? What are you looking for? Are you going to build through the draft? Are you going to build through free agency? You know, how does that setup look like? How do they interact with your cap and strategy? You know, some organizations do a great job of kind of doing that cash over cap and you know, kicking the can down the road a little bit. But at some point, you got to pay the bill, and that becomes difficult too. So, you know, we were looking for someone who's very well-rounded and has touched sort of all of those different departments. And we feel like Ian Cunningham, who we hired from Chicago. From Chicago. His experience, you know, coming up through Baltimore, then going to Philadelphia, which is a very different approach. You talk about cap and strategy. They've been at the forefront in the league of a lot of those types of ideas. His exposure there, then going to Chicago, Peanut, you could talk to this. probably better than any of us, but that rebuild they've done in the last 4 years and putting together.
It shows.
It does show.
It shows. And they've done a really good job of bringing in good vets and building through the draft.
Right?
Yeah.
So you gotta get those spots when you're bringing in somebody from another organization that has been somewhere else and is either up for free agency or is you've got to be really good at figuring out who's the right fit, because it's not only the player, it's the right fit for the locker room, it's the right fit for the building, it's the right fit for the organization, the scheme, all of those things. And I think Ian, when we dove deeper and deeper into that, we felt like he was the right person for us.
So being that you're kind of new in this new position, is there a person that you can call, mentor, like a coach that you get advice on for certain things?
Yes, I think we all have people. Like I sat next to Bill Cowher for the last 2 years. And
Bill Cowher's awesome.
Awesome. He loves it. He sat with you guys. I think it was at Canton. Canton or something like that. And he was like, man, I sat with these guys. It was awesome. We talked ball. It was like an hour and a half. I could have went for like 4 hours.
He could have. He told some of the greatest stories.
Dude, his stamina on this stuff is just like unbelievable. He loves.
And his energy never wavers.
Never changes.
He's just
never changes.
Pittsburgh through and through. He's got the jaw, the chin.
The jaw does.
He's got a Pittsburgh jaw. Everything about him is Pittsburgh.
And he probably got going on stories, and you see like this different level of his brain start to open up, and he's just like in it, spit flying out of his mouth, and like he just loves it.
Ready to go.
So he's been a great resource for me, through this process of somebody who has seen it all, who has been through it all. And Pittsburgh's a great, him and Mike. I mean, you talk about two coaches that, embody, what I think good football is all about: tough, physical, consistent. You close your eyes, you could go to sleep for 5 years and wake up and you know what the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to look like.
Yep. Right.
To me, that's a mark of like a well-run organization. And he's been really helpful.
Well, I know we got to get out of here, but I would like to say this, because you are going to have to take that pride about going back to, and how prideful and great do you feel because you get to go back and be this job for the hometown team that you got to play for.
Yeah.
And you got to spend your whole career for, and how special that would be. I mean, at your the press conference when you did introduce the coach and you were like, welcome to Atlanta where the players play.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? Like, that was beautiful. Executed.
So it was.
Yes, it was.
It was actually pretty funny because I was sitting there and everybody was like, Kevin, welcome to Atlanta. Kevin, and I heard it like 30 times, and each time I heard it in my head, I was like I was thinking it in my head. I was kind of like singing it. I was sitting there and I was like, I probably should just say it. Like I think we're all thinking it, but that's part of it, right? And each city's unique, each place is unique, and embracing kind of the setup and the culture of the city, I think is important, and it is. I am really proud of it, and I think. Like I think you guys, this is the second, you talk about, second act, and like you guys are doing that, and I have so much respect for what you're doing and how you transition out of going from a player, because it's not easy, man.
That's very true.
At least it wasn't for me.
Same.
It wasn't easy to lose that part of your identity and who you are, and I'll give you guys a lot of credit for making that transition and showing that you can do it. And for me, I feel like it's very much the same thing. Like former players, former players, from my perspective, should be in these types of roles to help, because you bring a lens that I think is really important, and I'm excited to do that. I think there's a handful of guys that are around the league that are doing that, and I think we could use more.
Man,
that's what I think.
Appreciate you coming on.
Well, your success will encourage and allow others to be doing it. So appreciate you, brother.
Shoot your shot, right?
Good luck to you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
This is the NFL Players Second Acts podcast. With me, as always, my trusty co-host, Norman Harper. It's Radio Row, Media Week, Super Bowl. We're in San Fran. This is what we do.
Yes, this is what we do. Jump right in it. Let's go. Are you ready? Okay. What does it mean to be back in the Super Bowl right here in San Francisco, Jeb?
There's nothing like the Super Bowl. And Radio Row, this place is buzzing today. I mean, the energy today is on point.
Media Row. Remember,
They don't call it Radio Row.
Yeah, we got more than radio
we
now.
call it Radio Row.
I know, right?
If you call it Radio Row, I'm a Radio Row guy myself.
I call it Radio Row.
I'm a Radio Row guy too. So
I get the media, but yeah.
Radio Row.
Radio Row.
You call it Radio Row.
So let's just get it. Let's address the elephant in the room. All right, Jeb Terry, you are officially the most. Like, how do you say it? The most appeared person.
Repeat offender.
Yeah, repeat offender.
What I used to call
it. The NFL Player Second Acts podcast. Congratulations.
Hey, let's go.
There we go.
It's like your fifth time on the show.
Friend of the pod, man.
Oh, man, I love it.
Thank you guys, by the way. That might be the biggest honor I got in the league, right? Most tenured, proud of it. And always appreciate you guys. So thanks for having me on.
And so the Super Bowl being here in San Francisco, you played here in San Francisco.
I did.
What was that like? Where were you at? Where was the team at? It wasn't in Santa Clara. Where
we were down there. We were in Santa Clara. Yeah. So this was here when I was wrapping up my career. I'd been at the Bucs for 4 years and then came here, was trying to figure out what was next steps. And actually this was my last stop in the league.
Oh, nice.
Before I went on to figure out what was next. The second act, so to speak, right? So, but look, I loved my time here. Although it was brief, I dealt with a few injuries. The fandom here is
real,
as pervasive as anywhere else out there. I mean, the fans are real. The energy's real. Being down in Santa Clara and San Jose, it was a cool spot. I'd never lived out here on the West Coast before. So it feels good to be back. I mean, it's great to be back. This place is buzzing.
Yeah. So as an offensive lineman, you guys have an award this year. Garrett Bowles, Aaron Brewer, Creed Humphrey, Quinn Minrez, Penei Sewell, Joe Thuney. They're all finalists of the Protector of the Year award. How do you feel about you guys actually having your own award now?
Well, firstly, those guys are all players. Penei Sewell is a player.
He's a beast.
He is a player. Man.
I'm a big fan.
Watching him play.
I'm a big fan.
Huge fan. The way he moves.
Yes.
I mean,
he's athletic to be that big.
Buddy, he can run.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of his. But that award's amazing. I mean, to be able to bring that, recognize the guys that are putting in the work.
Absolutely.
We knew we always got the respect in the locker room, but now we got some hardware with it. That's good. It's cool to hear.
Yeah.
Big Penei guy, though.
Yeah. So the last time we took our podcast, we were in, or not the last time, one of the times we took it to Dallas. I went to Cosm.
Okay.
Went to Cosm, took my daughter. It was the playoffs. We watched the Celtics, whoever they were playing. I gotta say, I was impressed. I really liked it.
It's cool.
It is so effing cool.
It is cool.
It was dope.
Look,
you had like the different layers, different levels,
Yep.
TVs everywhere. You can go to the back side. It was more like a lounge, but the front side, the screen, like it was dope.
Yeah, it's cool. The team's been working really hard. When you think about building businesses, we've got product market fit, right? The thing works. Fans love it. And the feedback we get from them is like, man, it's cool. Like, it's hard to describe what it is, right? But that feeling in the room, that energy, and we're in a really cool spot right now as a business. But it's that fandom that keeps us all charged up. When you have that and fans come in and they're just smiling and cheering and actually acting like they're in the venue, right? That's the thing. That's the payoff.
But there's a line around the door to get in, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, you're not just walking up in there. It's like you get your ticket for your time and your space, but there is a line to get in there. What I want to do is I want to watch a football game. I haven't had the opportunity to watch a football game. I've only done basketball. I did see that you do movies.
We do.
I saw The Matrix.
Yep.
You guys put The Matrix in there?
Hold on, which Matrix?
The first.
The first one.
Oh, okay.
The first one.
Okay.
The first one.
Okay.
Come on now.
When Neo was starting to believe.
Yes.
That's exactly right, man.
And
So
there was a scene that y'all did with the camera. It was like when they were in the Matrix, and it like shuffled like really quick or really fast, and the screen did something. I was like, yo.
yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
It's dope. I love it.
Fans are loving that as much as they're loving sport. We like to take you to the sidelines, like transport you to the pitch. With the movies, we put you in the media, take you in the construct with Neo. We just launched Willy Wonka as well, so taking you to the Chocolate Factory, the original.
Okay.
And then we've got Harry Potter coming up this summer, where we'll take you to Hogwarts and go in there. It's like these fantastical worlds. I mean, it's cool. It's a good compliment to everything we do in sports. And you need to come out for a football game.
I do.
So tell me this, all right? Because let's pull the curtain back a little bit.
Pull it back.
We saw Jeb yesterday. Peanut and I did as we were walking the streets. I was walking the mean streets of San Francisco with my work wife.
Mean streets.
And I'm sitting here, and Jeb and I walk by. Well, we see Jeb, and Peanut and Jeb talk for like 5 straight minutes. We don't have 5 minutes, but let's talk about the next project that you guys were discussing the other day. I thought it was super interesting. Very candid. Go.
We're opening more venues.
There we go.
We are. So what we've announced is that we're opening in Atlanta here in a few months.
Nice.
We're opening Detroit by the fall. So all those are in process happening. We're opening a venue in Cleveland next year.
Awesome.
I'm looking at every major market around the U.S. Chicago is a priority market for us. I think it's an amazing city.
Yeah.
I think the fandom there is amazing. I think it'll be fantastic. We're looking in places like Nashville. We're looking in Phoenix. We're looking at spots in Florida, up in the Northeast, looking in Boston, D.C., Philly, New York, looking in Denver, looking in Vegas, looking in Raleigh, North Carolina. We're looking all over the place.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is now that's the effort is scale, is making sure we can take that product, everything that the fans are loving, and deploy it around the world. And we're looking internationally. So that's this phase of the business where you just try to push and keep your foot on the gas.
Speaking of international, the Olympics. How is Cosm going to do in the 2028 Olympics?
2020 Olympics in LA. Our venue is right there, right in the heart of it all.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing a ton of activations around it, working with a lot of the biggest brands that are coming in and around there. And so it'll be this always on heartbeat for the entire tournament.
Yeah.
Not too different from what we're doing next week when NBA All-Star's there. Right. So that's right across the street at Intuit Dome.
Yep.
And so we've got a ton of good stuff happening with the NBA, and Cosm has continued to be this premium destination for all the biggest events in the world. It's been good.
And you guys, Cosm just signed a partnership deal with Monster Energy. Could you
We did.
express that to us?
Yeah. So, as we built this business, we always focus on fan experience first. And now that we've gotten there and hardened the systems, we're starting to add incremental partnerships to the throws. And now we just announced Monster Energy as our first really category partner, as our exclusive energy drink provider. So now we've got the product in there and cool activations, really leaning into the UFC and combat sports as Monster's the official there. So big knockouts, end of matches, the dome turns green and Monster flows down. And it's like really cool activations around it. So
see, I like that. I give you the visual. Cool. I thought you were just like, oh, we just got got some cans.
No, you got to lean in. It's got to be Cosm
We're
worthy.
going
You got to all in.
Look,
it's the same way you look at naming rights in stadiums now and all the things around these venues. It's those elements we're bringing into life here because every Cosm is about just basically a small arena or stadium.
I could see it. Cosm Field in Chicago, Illinois.
Look at it.
There it goes.
Look at it.
I love it. I love it.
You were talking about lines earlier. There is no more pressure or stress than having back-to-back games and the first game going in overtime. Imagine you got 1,200 people in the venue.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of overtime games, by the way, these playoffs when it's coming down to the wire. Then you got 1,200 fans outside waiting for kick. You got a 10-minute turn window, right? You want to see chaos? Come to Cosm for that, man. It's like
so. Was that at all of them or LA?
Both of them. Everywhere we go. When it's back-to-back games like that in the tight turn. Now, if it's on the same broadcast partner, you're pretty good because they'll delay. But if it's not, you have to scramble.
Yeah, because the other one, they're like, bro, we're kicking this thing off.
We're kicking this thing off. I got one game in and fans are outside screaming. Oh, and by the way, the Bears fan that threw the chair. Did you see that video that went viral?
Yeah. Afterwards, right?
When they won, and the place was going nuts.
He went
grabbed a chair.
So I don't think I knew that was you.
That was Cosm. You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
What people didn't realize is that there was a guy who ripped his shirt off and was running around in the background too. When you look at that video, it's like pandemonium. The fans went nuts.
Just nuts out of nowhere. He was excited. I was happy for him, but he was a little reckless.
Yeah. But man,
it's you guys ain't won a playoff game in forever. Like they were all in, dude.
They were all in. They were all in.
Jeb, what has become the most popular sporting event that you guys carry at Cosm?
You're looking at it just like here, the energy here in Radio Row. That's not by accident, right? The world's attention is on the NFL.
It's the NFL.
And
Super
Bowl.
Look,
Super Bowl's great, but all NFL programming does fantastic.
Really?
NFL's been a great partner, and having those games there, it's a great privilege, by the way, to be able to showcase it this way. And fans come out, no matter what the game is. Fans love NFL at Cosm. College football has been fantastic. Combat sports, soccer. We've shown tennis. NBA, big partner of ours. That content's fantastic. Take you courtside.
Yeah.
Take you seats you can't normally go.
Yep.
A lot of great things that we're working on right now. We've been able to expand our content portfolio. Every major sport's covered. We've covered horse racing, the Kentucky Derby. We've covered U.S. Open golf.
I effing love the Derby.
The Derby's amazing.
It is the best
2 minutes.
2 minutes or a minute and a half of life.
Oh, by the way, people come up to Cosm wearing hats and the dress.
Oh, yeah.
We got mint juleps. We had a live horse out front with roses around it, right?
I like that.
You come in,
you get the real feel.
You get the real feel.
I
love
for
that.
Super Bowl now, we've got turned the venues to make it look like San Francisco.
Yeah.
So we've got specialty menus to match different spots here. We've got big Golden Gate Bridge, graphics and all sorts of cool stuff. So we try to bring that energy of the event to the fans everywhere. So
I would love to do a combat sporting event there.
Yeah.
Just to see like that close boxing, UFC, or
we've got
something
a
like
camera
that.
on the octagon.
Yeah.
Right. Blood is splattered on the lens. I mean, you are in it, and fans love it. I mean, they go nuts.
I would.
No,
By the way, you can see the monster activation. You're there for this.
Yeah, I want Cosm in Vegas, and then I want to be able to gamble and do the Kentucky Derby and like be all in, because to me, it's so exciting. I love horse racing.
That's why I love Detroit. Sports betting's legal in Detroit.
Yeah.
And so we'll be leaning into that activation when we're there as well. Really fan friendly, forward, right, mobile first type sports betting. Vegas is going to be a huge market for us. We're excited about that. And I got to talk about the Dodgers World Series.
Yeah.
In LA, Cosm is about as good as it gets. Man.
That is true.
I'm going to admit I wasn't a Dodgers fan going in, right? But now I'm telling you, man,
it was a great series.
Oh, it was a great series.
That was an amazing
series.
series.
And the fans are wearing their gear and their jerseys. It's just
they love the Dodgers.
Man, they love the Dodgers.
They love the Dodgers. They love the Dodgers.
It's a good time to be a Dodgers fan.
It is.
It's a good time to be a Dodgers fan.
My last question: where do you see Cosm? And I know it's kind of redundant because I've seen you and we've seen this. Where was it at 5 years ago? I saw you 3 years ago. You guys are doing that. Now, right now, where do you see Cosm in the next 5 years?
Good question.
Yeah, it's a great question. Look, in 2020, right, this thing was just an idea.
Yeah.
I had to pitch this over Zoom, and people are like, Jeb, you're crazy, right? That deck is pretty, but there's no way that's going to work, right? And then we got to the point where we opened our venues in 2024. Like, okay, you got the boo birds out there saying, hey, okay, you opened, our fans going to like it. Fans like it, right? Now you see where we are right now. We've been able to harden the playbook and operation, and we're scaling. And that's the effort now, is keeping our foot on the gas, competing, having the will to win, and scaling this business globally. The next 5 years, I'd love to have at least one venue internationally.
I love that.
Have 10 plus venues around the world. Really showcase what this business is all about. Continue to push everything we're doing on the technology side. I don't know if you guys know this. You know the pylon cameras on NFL Sunday? Yeah. That's us as well.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, goal line to gain, all those things. So continuing to push our tech stack on the production side.
Yeah.
And scaling it. And eventually, I'll peel the onion back and tell the whole story here. But as we've built this business, there's a lot of cool things we have working on, and that's all going to come to life in these next 5 years. But priority is scale. And then Cosm, people know what the experience is now. It's been viral. People see it. They might not know it by name yet.
Yeah.
Right. I'll say, oh, I work at Cosm. They're like, oh, what's that? I go, have you seen that viral thing where it's an immersive sports experience? Like, oh, yeah, that's awesome. Right. I wanted to be like, yeah, we know Cosm. And that's a continued push. Household name.
We're taking it down now. Household name. And we want to be international, specifically, I hope, in a place where the NFL plays a game. I want that for
That's
you.
right. That's right in line with what we're trying to do. Look, all of our big league partners want to be international.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're a great way to bring that game, if it's not actually playing now, to bring it there every day.
I want that for you.
You want me talking about London? Do you have a London accent? Can you do one? Can you do a London accent? No?
Can I hear that one again? I mean, is that what that was?
I just said no.
That was awful.
That was awful? Can I get some water?
Better.
Let me hear you. What you got?
Better.
Water?
No.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Jeb, we appreciate you coming on as always.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much, bro.
Next year, let's make it 4, baby.
Run it back.
Let's run it back.
Let's run it at Cosm. Let's do it at Cosm.
We'll run it back at Cosm.
You know where the Super Bowl is next year? LA.
Let's do it at Cosm.
Let's do it.
All right, we'll see y'all there.
You heard it on here first.
There it is. Thanks, guys.